Be my guest.
Bibble.
No, it's obviously catching on to your denial of service, and it's updated its firewall to block you.
Wolf adopt me forever.
That's Mac. It's Buell. I'm using my daughter's computer. Sorry.
That's okay. Okay, that brings. Okay, so as you know, someone decided that it would be really rather funny to play an adventure card and screw you all over last time. That does mean you do have quite a lot of adventure cards each this term. So at this point, with one bad guy left on the combat map, and you pretty much won the fight, a turret lowers down from the ceiling.
That's not good.
And it's going to target 3 people, and it's going to just pick the nearest 3. Oh, what a shame! That happens to be one of those happens to be the person that screwed you all over. And the gun opens fire, and I'm afraid Queeg is hit.
The only one hit. Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Wait a minute. Okay, out of my adventure cards, since I got 3 of them, how many can I play today?
You should have. I think you can play 2. You can play 2.
Then I will play one.
Who are you targeting?
How about?
Sounds good to me. Let's shoot pow pow. Oh, look at that. Do you know what? I'm going to spend a penny on that. There has to be price to pay. Yep, pow pow show.
That's such a cool feature.
That is lovely. I love it. Okie dokie. So over to Queeg.
Is that reachable by me if I can get to them?
What, the turret?
Yeah.
It's 11 inches.
I'm saying, is it down low enough that I can hit it?
Yes, sorry, I see what you mean. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, and let's be honest. Actually, it's more really. I actually look at it came out of the ground rather than from the ceiling.
Okay.
Because actually, looking at it, yeah, you wouldn't be able to reach it in the ceiling. So it's literally come up out of the ground.
All right, then I will run to it and see if I can get there and hit it.
Makes much more sense. You're running towards it as well. Just not. Unless you've got any ranged attacks.
But what's that? Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okie dokie. That brings us to Aki.
I'm going to move there.
Okay.
I'm going to shoot it.
Make a notice check as you move to there.
Oh, wrong button. Sorry. I clicked the link instead of the dice. Oh, notice does this. All right, thanks very much.
Okay. I'm going to worry about that because that's just the quirk of the fast tests when you target stuff after I tell you do something and then I tell you to do something else. The floor beneath you, you can feel a vibration coming from the floor beneath you.
Okay, well, I'm going to move back.
And so you got the raise as well. In fact, you can actually see. Let's see if I can actually get it. Let's see if I can get it right.
Actually, I won't move back. I'll move forward.
No, that's not that one, is it? No, it's not that one. It's shift, isn't it? It's shift. Oh, okay. So I have to do it from the middle. Okay. What you notice is there's a very faint outline on the floor that's just appeared as the floor's starting to recess.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, I'm going to step over this forward a bit and then
Yep.
shout out there's more coming, and then I'm going to shoot this thing and hopefully not mess up.
That's fine. It's just would have been rather amusing if you'd opened fire just as the ground opened up beneath you.
I've got an adventure card to play, I think. What is that? If something gives me an edge. The edge that makes it so I can do multi attacks without getting recoil.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm going to give myself that edge for the duration. I've got to get Savage card.
Okie dokie. So all I need to do is I'll give you the, I think it's ignore recoil, I believe. I do believe that's how it goes. Yeah, ignore recoil, autocomplete got it in. So that should give you the rock and roll edge for the rest of this encounter.
Right, so now I can do multi attacks and not worry about getting minus 9,000. Right.
It's only -2. Okay. So you hit the turret 3 times with, ironically, actually, one of those. Well, only, 2 of them would have still hit anyway, but you turned 2 hits into 3 hits with your rock and roll edge.
2 hits with razors, yeah. Does it work that out itself? Does it?
Yeah. Okay, well, the first shot will will incapacitate the turret, but you might as well do the other 2 just in case I decide to try and soak some of that. Plus, I'm trying to make you use up all your really good dice rolls. There we go.
I've actually got a new dice roll mod. It makes all my dice rolls really good, exactly when I need them to be, and shit when I don't want them to be.
Fair enough. Okay, well, that turret is destroyed. So as Queen starts running towards that turret, it vanishes. However, as I said, that outline on the floor, the whole thing literally drops down and slides aside rapidly, and up pops the turret. And it's going to target the 3 nearest people because I'm going to be fair like that. And because I'm completely fair and not in any way, shape, or form punishing someone who decided to screw over the entire party, Pow Pow is actually closer to the turret than Queeg. I mean, Beulah.
Pow Pow, where are you?
And it's missing 3 times. Because I forgot to give this version of the turrets ignore recoil, but that's too late now, so what a shame. Merlin.
Weaker
Hang on
hydraulic.
just a second. Go ahead and put me on hold for now.
Okie dokie. In that case, turret number 4 comes online.
Wigs.
And that's going to target Queeg and Waif and Pow Pow. A shame, isn't it? Oh dear. 2 people got hit, I suspect. Pow Pow and Queeg, I'm afraid. Queeg survives the attack with no ill effects. Pow Pow, the jammy so-and-so, gets away with it. Okay, Cyberhound number 4 remains stunned. Turret number 3 comes online. It's going to be Merlin, and that's going to be Pow Pow, and that's going to be Beulah.
Davy Jones. Giant squid. Life is a box of chocolates.
I've got to give Beulah a card. Let's give him one now, just in case he gets a joker. It's actually, sorry about that. It's actually Beulah before you wave, just because I've got to deal him a card.
The door behind us seal us in, or no?
Yes, you're stuck within the blue force fields. Hello, Mr. Beulah.
Sorry, I didn't realize it was my turn. My bad.
No, that's absolutely fine. Oh, I forgot to deal you a card, so I retroactively dealt you a card.
Good for you, Mr. Cruz.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, Wave's critically failed, so we'll sort that out in a minute. Beulah.
Oh, okay. So is it Wave's turn, or is it? I'm looking at
It's
the.
actually it's actually your turn, but that's all down to me, my fault for causing the confusion. So it's up. It's completely your turn this second.
Because Arasaki pistols are rubbish.
Turret number 3 is targeted by Beulah.
Yo.
Turret number 3 is probably hit with a raise by Beulah. Yes, it is, with his Mech Tech light pistol. And what we're going to have? Oh, we have a wound on turret number 3. Turret number 3 is dismantled. Wave, I'm afraid you.
Is it still up?
It's destroyed. It's incapacitated.
No, I understand that, but is it present in the room?
There's wreckage, yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna move
Yep, be my guest.
and try to like take cover sort of behind it
Okay.
from the other two, if that makes sense.
It does indeed. Okay. Waif, I'm afraid your pistol jams up, so it'll be an action to clear it. And Pal,
Can I
spend one of his pennies.
can I still move?
Yes, you can, most certainly. Pal's bleeding.
She's gonna follow Beulah into cover.
Okay. She's actually going to dance around quite a bit because I can't accept the ticks. Pal recovers from being shaken, but he is injured and he decides to go prone in a desperate attempt to protect himself more. There we go. Okay. Okay, next round. Let's see what happens. Well, we've got some jokers. Oh, and Merlin's still on hold. So we'll leave Merlin on hold. Okay, this is really
actually, if you can give me the map, Merlin, go ahead and go off hold.
Okay, there you go. Merlin comes off hold. I'll deal you a card for this round. Merlin got a joker for this round, so Merlin, you get to go twice in a row. Aren't you lucky? Actually, you don't get to go twice in a row. You get to go now, and then you have to go after the other guys that got jokers, and then you can go again.
Okay, that's fine. I have to adjust the map a little bit. I was zoomed in so far, all I could see was the big turret.
That's fine.
Okay, so
You got work today, Jack.
Still got a hell dog, and now we have 2 turrets that are playing games with us. Okay. I am going to. You know what? I've been doing pretty good with my arrows, so I think I'm going to go ahead and shoot this first turret. It is the unnumbered one.
Yep.
My bow.
Go for it. That's going to hit the turret. Okay, that's another turret dismantled. Try to do that for good guys. I'll turn that off at some point. Do you wish to move?
No. However, I will go ahead and have my air elemental attempt to unstun. Yay! He will pull himself more or less back to his feet, and he will. Let me call up, make sure I've got the right information here.
I can
He will
do that.
a
If that
wind
helps.
blast at the Cyberhound.
Sounds good to me. Is it a cone? No, it's just a ranged attack, isn't it? The Cyberhound's also stunned as well, so unfortunately, and obviously the elemental's sort of trying to pick itself together, obviously, and but anyway,
all that fun stuff together. Yeah, he misses.
He misses. Okay, back to the start of this round, and Queeg, I've basically you're fortunately just on the edge of it, but that whole grey mesh area that you're just the left of you, basically suddenly, although it doesn't appear to become any less solid or anything like that, or any less opaque, you suddenly see this hack security robot rise up through it, and he basically going to shoot you. Quite a lot, actually, I'm afraid. Hitting you 3 times. Bloody hell. They're not meant to be that good. Oh, yeah,
I'm
they
saying
have got...
4.
Yeah. They've got rock and roll, obviously. And one last hit for luck. I think that last one... The last one catches you... Yeah, you basically dodge the first one, and the last one catches you for 2 wounds.
So yeah, where do I drop the Benny to soak that in?
You can either just drop a Benny make a vigor roll, or you could actually drop it onto the wound on the combat tracker, or you can hold down control, and I think a soak option appears on the combat tracker for you. You are able to negate one of the wounds, but the machine, the turret still catch, the robot still catches you with.
So I could drop another Benny on that soak roll.
You can. Hang on a second. Let me retcon back the fact that. There you go. Try again.
Why did you skip me?
Because it's not your go.
All right, because I'm in front of a Aki or a Quig on the.
It's not Quig's go.
Well, I guess I got one room.
Oh yeah, Quig got shot. Sorry. Okay, I'm being thick.
I mean, I'll shoot you if you want.
No,
instead.
I'm just being a moron. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. I just thought, because he's blue, and I was jealous.
I'll quite happily shoot you instead of Quig if you want. I can drop the 20 points of damage on you if you'd rather.
No.
Merlin, you're up again.
Okay, Merlin is going to step forward just a little bit.
Sorry, just in all fairness, they all do pop up together. It's just only one of them gets to act on the Joker.
He will, I think I will multi-action this time. I'm going to start by shooting that last turret.
Mm-hmm. Your bow has been very effective today. I'm talking adventure today, not today.
Yeah, adventure today. Merlin then reaches up to grab another one of his combat arrows and realizes that he has shot all 10 of them.
Ooh.
And is now a little bit disheartened, so he will just grab one of his regular arrows and shoot. Let's see which one. Let's shoot the one that has not shot, but is not real close to Quig either. That's going to be number 2.
That technically means you've lost your smite, doesn't it?
No, because it's on my bow, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it was. Sorry, I tell a lie. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, it's got 1 round left. Hang on a second. I can just put that back in. There we go. I apologise.
All good.
Actually, with a bow, you do have to put it on the quiver, but I'll let you off this once.
Oh, do I? Okay, well.
Not to worry. I'll let you off anyway. And that's a hack security robot taking a wound. Sparks fly out of it.
And that will be my turn. The air elemental is no longer shaken or vulnerable. The doggy is still laying on the ground. So the air elemental is actually going to move up next to the doggy. And basically, the air elemental wants to grapple the dog.
Okay. That'll be opposed athletics. Yeah, hang on. Is the dog stunned? Because if he's stunned, he's technically. It's an interesting one. I need to remind myself exactly what stun means, thinking about it.
Can't act, but if it degrades, they go to.
I'm thinking in terms of. Yeah, I'm thinking in terms of. A stunned character is distracted, fall prone, can't take actions or move. Attacks against him get the drop. That's what I knew. There was something I was forgetting. Yeah, so you got him grappled. As far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so basically the elemental kind of picks the dog up and starts spinning it around just a little bit to show that he's now got it grappled, and that
Okay.
will be the elemental's turn.
Okay, that does make the elemental vulnerable, but the cyberhound is entangled. That brings us to Bao Bao, who's just going to lie on the floor, thinking what a mess he's caused for all the players and how selfish he is by not turning up. Beulah. Seriously, okay. Beulah.
Well, I guess Beulah's just gonna get up and. So this Cyberhound 4 is done, right? Or is it actually is it threatening us?
It's still in the combat technically, but it's been knocked around quite a bit.
Okay. Well, then I will stand up and. I'm going to move. So am I provoking an opportunity attack by going here?
No such thing as attacks of opportunity in Savage World, so absolutely not.
Okay, good.
There are free attacks, but you have to have been already engaged in melee for free attacks to take place.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure I was in the 12 range for my pistol.
No, it's absolutely fine. I was just being pedantic about the naming convention. Yeah, unless you're actually actively engaged, you can move past enemies without them getting a free attack on you, unless they've got first strike.
And he's entangled as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, see,
And
I
he's
didn't
stunned.
know that. Now I do. New law. New rule learned.
It goes both ways, of course. It does have bad guys can run through players if then players haven't actually attacked them.
But if you want, you can get out of it by defending or something, can't you?
Yeah, or have the extraction edge. Okay, you hit with a raise, and then you shake the hack security robot.
And then I go
Give
back
him
to
the raise
cover.
damage.
Oh no, it didn't on the reroll, did it? 19 on the actual damage rather than the 14. So that means it won't be. It was already shaken, so that actually wounds it. So yep, it's wounded and shaken.
What should
Sorry,
I have done when I re-rolled that? I'm sorry.
That's absolutely fine. It's basically when you're re-rolling damage with a raise. How did you do it?
One of the easier ways is to drop the Benny on the damage dice, and it should calculate the raise because it knows that you're re-rolling everything.
Yeah.
I did that, and it just said. I did that, and it said spending Benny.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
The damage on your character sheet, not on the in the chat window.
Okay. So I dropped the Benny on the dice roll on the character sheet next to the weapon.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, same as if you re-roll an attack, everything. You just drop it on the actual, just on the thing you want to re-roll.
Yeah.
I see, said the blind man to his deaf dog.
No,
That-
that's absolutely fine.
That's why it wasn't working, because if I had dropped it on the attack roll on the character sheet, it would have re-rolled it
Yes.
Yes.
rather than in chat. I got it. Thanks.
Yep. That said, if you do drop it in chat, yeah, which is absolutely fine. All you need to do is there's a grayed out dice underneath one action and to the left of run.
Yeah, I see it by the modifier box, right?
If you click on that, so it becomes coloured. That will also add the damage dice. So that's how you can manually do it if you need to.
Gotcha. And it's colored or not colored. Is that it?
Yeah, basically, if it's grayed out, it's not active, and if it's coloured, it becomes active. I do believe what you should see is it should colour after you hit something with a raise.
It says plus damage or something, but yeah. Okay, great. Thanks. Sorry to
No
bother.
worries. That's okay. That brings us to Mr. Donahue.
Okay. How damaged is that turret that was right next to me?
It's a smoking ruin with an arrow sticking out of it, a magically enhanced charged arrow sticking out of it.
So it's like totally damaged, or just
It's totally it's inoperable. I mean, it's it's destroyed for all intents and purposes, but it will provide some light cover if you really want it to.
I was thinking more along the lines of hacking it and repairing it.
Probably not. I think it when they're destroyed, they do self-destruct. Yeah, I mean, this place does appear to have this. Very much something about the turrets and everything. They do, although they they're obviously effective when they hurt. They do seem rather light, and they did look rather flimsy. And you can't help but get the feeling that this is some old game show arena that's been made a little more deadly, as it were.
Running Man.
So I'm afraid they're designed to sort of self-destruct spectacularly when destroyed because it looks better on TV, basically.
Okay. I will move to use it as then.
It was a good idea, though. I'll give you that. If they hadn't been so efficient in destroying them, you probably could have jacked it and repurposed its friend or foe targeting system. But alas,
that was the plan until they.
Yeah. No, most certainly. If you can get to the turret, if you can get to one of those turrets, while it's still in one piece without getting shot, then yes, I will allow you to reprogram it. Okay, you take aim and shoot a hack security robot, and that causes a wound on it. That's that first one. So that first security robot goes down. They are resilient, but they can't take too much damage. That brings us to Aki.
My turn. I'm going to shoot him. Two hits.
Roll that damage. Okay, with a burst of gunfire, you rip into one of the droids, destroying it instantly.
Oh, that one looked pretty good.
That one did basically almost explodes into shower of sparks and shrapnel everywhere, narrowly avoiding Queeg. Who is next? Queeg recovers from being shaken and finds us another one of those right next to him. Almost
That's
as if
a shame, isn't it?
It is rather. It does look up. It does sort of. In a moment of I've been watching. I for some reason I did rewatch the prequel episodes. It looks at you, goes, oh. Roger. Oh gosh, those films are.
They're not as bad as the last three. The last three are just
Hey.
rubbish. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's debatable.
No, it's not.
And
Luke
Clone
Skywalker
Wars-
turns into a depressed old man. Yeah, okay, that fits perfectly.
and not to direct.
hang on. No, it's Luke Skywalker takes his sister's son and turns him to the dark side. I think that really would fuck you up personally.
And the whole enchilada too, though the Clone Wars and all that. If you watch the animated series, right, like then all of a sudden it comes in a little bit better. I thought the animated series.
The animated
was great.
series is better than and the
Why am I running
and
there?
the one where Darth Maul gets killed by Obi-Wan. That's good.
Yeah, and
Except he doesn't.
Mandalorian's pretty sweet too.
Yeah, very good.
Mandalorian was very good. Although I have to be honest, so far my favorite is definitely Loki. That is awesome.
Yeah, that's the best thing on TV at the moment, I think. Yeah.
Hmm.
Really clever.
Okay.
By Rick and Morty people, isn't it?
Is it really?
Yeah. They're geniuses.
Okay.
Isn't there a soccer game today?
There is 8 p.m.
There's some kind of football match going on, yeah.
Yeah. That Cyberhound is not doing anything, is it? It really is just sitting there, just not dying, but not doing anything.
We should pet it and become friends with it.
Waif.
There's nothing left to.
There's nothing left other than that dog, yes. Although
Well,
the force fields are still up.
Well, I'm just going to take the round then to unjam.
Okay, you clear the jam upon your gun.
But how is Pow Pow? Is he wounded?
He is lying on the floor bleeding.
We need to go and help him then, don't we?
Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. That is really not what you really wanted right now. Just remember, this is all Pow Pow's fault. And all the bad guys just appear on the map and get jokers instantly.
And I was going to reload my rifle because I've only got 3 bullets in it.
Okay, so basically, these basically jumping up, coming up these ramps come more cyberhounds. They literally seem to jump through the force field in, one landing on top of Aki, biting viciously. Shaking Aki, my word! Actually, getting through all that armor is quite a feat. This one's going to run. A 16. Okay, so it's just going to jump through the force field and run to there. Actually, it didn't need to run, but oh well. And completely fails to bite Queeg, but doesn't critically fail. And this one, Cyberhound here, is going to come up, jump through the force field, and pounce on Merlin.
Miss.
It doesn't critically fail, but it does miss. Okay, Cyberhound 4 finally basically recovers from stun, and it's entangled up in the lesser elemental, so it starts trying to bite the air elemental, hitting. And that's the end of the air elemental, I'm afraid.
The poor elemental didn't stand a chance.
Vanishes in a puff of smoke, and the Cyberhound falls prone to the floor. A Queeg.
I'm just going. I don't know why I got that move at 6, but I'm just going to hit that puppy next to me.
Be my guest. You hit. That's a wound. So that'll be the end of that hound as you just smack it hard into the ground. need to turn off incapacitation for NPCs. There's no reason to have it on. I needed it on for what there was a reason to have it on before when you were trying to keep people alive after shooting them. But in general, I don't.
Yeah, that was nice. That works for me. Yep.
Auto roll incapacitation PCs only. That's all we need. The smite power is going to run out, Mr. Merlin, unless you wish
Yes,
to.
I will maintain that, please.
Okay, it's not counting as maintaining on yourself, so it will actually cost one more.
Didn't maintain on me either.
Okay, so it'll cost me 6 instead of 5. Not a
Yeah.
problem.
So what I need to do is, okay. Let me. I know what I'll do. I shall find your smite power and drag a new one on. Hang on, whose power? It was your smite, wasn't it? Oh yes, of course. Sorry, I'm being stupid. Put some nice trappings on. I couldn't find it. There we go. Now you have a smite that counts down with everyone else.
Okay, and kind of a trick question here.
Mhm.
Having maintained my smite, can I switch it from my bow to my sword?
Technically not.
Okay, didn't think so, but I thought I'd ask. In that case, Merlin is going to start screaming, "Mage in melee! Mage in melee!"
I mean, you can still draw your sword and hit it, I suppose, or you could draw your sword and go defensive, couldn't you?
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm going to do is draw my sword and go defensive. So
I shall put you in defensive mode.
If you had to recast it on yourself, though, because it had expired, wouldn't that allow you to change it then?
He could recast smite on just himself for his sword. Yes.
yeah, but he's not thinking that clearly right now.
Yeah,
He's freaking
No,
out.
no. Don't get me wrong. I completely get that. I was talking in game rule terms, not in.
Oh yeah, I can
terms.
double smite myself. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah. Ooh. Eeny, meeny. Oh, it's a cat. It's a dog. It's a dog, and it can sense a cat. I know where that one's going. That hit him because he's prone. Oh dear, Pal's on the floor. What a shame. Mind you, he has got 5 cards. Maybe I should use one of them on him. What cards has he got? He's unaffected, but what adventure cards has he got? I shall save those. Yeah, I shall save those because he might find those. He can use those on other people. He will not use them on himself because he's not here. Okay, this Cyberhound's going to come out, jump through the force field, and bite Queeg. Missing. And this Cyberhound at the top here is going to jump through this force field and go straight for Waif, so she doesn't feel left out. Because I'm sure she was. And Aki is shaken from being bitten by a Cyberhound, but recovers.
Okay, I'm going to hit the Cyberhound with my club.
Be my guest.
Or I'm going to try and Benny it and see if that makes it better. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to hit it. Okay.
I forgot to do this on the previous rounds. There's a big sort on these displays up here. You suddenly notice that it was showing a 5, and then now it changes to 4. Beulah.
Wow. So this is wave 4.
The Cyberhound 4 is stunned, but this one down in the south of me, 7, is alive and well. Is that right?
Cyberhound 4 has basically just recovered from being stunned and destroyed the air elemental. It is lying prone on the floor right now, but it is going to get up and bite you next turn if it gets the chance. And Cyberhound 7's biting Waif at the moment. you hit the one on the floor as you stand right over it, which is gives you a huge bonus to hit, even before the dice never stop rolling. Roll that damage as you basically smack straight down into the spinal cord of that animal.
I'm
Oh,
not
you were
asked
using the
this.
shock. You were using the shock, so that'd be minus. I'm going to say -4. That was such a good roll. I'm going to give you -4 on that one. Sorry. Yep. Okay, you stun it. It took 5 combat rounds to recover from being stunned, and you promptly stun it again. Nicely done. Very nicely done.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
Just, I don't want to change anything, but just for my own information, I have, what is it, first strike? I
Yes.
could have hit that cyber dog on me when he attacked.
You certainly could. Go for
Okay.
it.
No, I'll remember that in the future. I just forgot about it and just remembered that.
Okay, go on. Go for it. I don't mind.
I'm fine with it. I killed the other one. I'll kill him next turn.
Okay. The display board's changed to 3. Wave.
This one just ran up to.
It did. Probably right onto your fist by the look of things.
No, right in. I caught it with a side kick. Any armed is gonna. And yeah, that's good enough.
Shake it. Yeah, you literally, as it comes up to you, yeah, give it a good shake. The display board changes to a number 2. Donahue.
Okay.
Good news is whatever's coming won't get jokers because they're all out there, right?
Well, of course, jokers means the deck gets shuffled. So every time a joker's dealt, the deck is reshuffled at the end of that round, which is how you get the jokers out multiple times in a row. Anyway, sorry, Donahue, you were trying to talk. I was talking over you.
I'm going to target number 8 and him with this.
Go for it.
Any that.
Okie dokie. It would have been dramatically appropriate to shoot Aki, but she didn't roll a 1, so I can't have fun.
Hey? I want to do what to Valheim?
However, that's a much better hit.
I'm playing
That's
Savage
a hit with
Worlds,
a raise,
Steve.
sir. A hit.
But you can pop on. The server's still there.
Oh, you. Oh, you shook it. The AP of your gun and that last hitting with a raise makes a slight change to it. Which
I'm betting the damage.
you're betting it anyway. Yeah, be my guest. Yep, that incapacitates that cyberhound instantly, and down it goes. Smoky, the cybernetic. And
Thank you, Donahue.
Parts. Do you wish to move, Mr. Okay.
Nope.
The scoreboard now reads 1. Pow Pow, I think he's going to have to try and heal himself. Which he does succeed in. Yeah. And then basically, what then happens is as the space screens go to 0, and up comes Gladiators Ready appears on the screens. And we're on to the next round, which brings... Oh, look at that. Pow Pow, he might not be here, but he gave you all bennies. Isn't he nice like that? He's going on hold. Come on. There we go. This overboard gladiator steps through the force field, comes down, and basically decides to gang up on Queeg with his energy blade, swinging through the air. And Queeg blocks it with his broom. And that brings us to Aki.
Okay. I'm going to shoot this hound here and then reload. So. No, I'm not going to have that. I've got to do a better roll than that. You better hit him. Better.
That's a hit raise. Okay, you shoot that cyberhound and down he goes.
And then my second action is me reloading. So
That's absolutely fine. Do you wish to move at all?
no, I'll stay there.
Okie dokie. And that'll bring us to Mr. Queeg when Mr. Aki ends his turn. Thank you, Mr. Aki. Mr. Queeg, you have basically an overborg gladiator trying to slice you up and a dog trying to bite you at the same time.
Is that
Like a sweep to
too
me.
Swedish? Is he too Swedish?
Actually, you get a first strike on the overborg as well, don't you?
I guess technically I could. I was kind of thinking of. It doesn't. That can only be used once around, though, right?
Once around, yeah. But it has, but it's as someone approaches you, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
So
yeah, and there's somebody coming up the hallway, so
they might, but they may well not be going for you.
this is true. But it's better to be ready. I'm just gonna sweep these two that's in front of me.
Be my guest. Oh, sure. I'll give you a quick target to make that. Oops, no, I won't, because I'm doing it as the bad guy. I'll try that as you. There you go. Go, give us a sweep. You hit both of them with your broom as you sweep with your broom. The overboard gladiator is unharmed, but the cyberhound will be destroyed by that. Do you wish to re-roll the damage on the gladiator, or are you happy just taking the one out?
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Be my guest. You shake the overborg gladiator.
I can live with that.
Okay. The other overborg gladiator advances into the arena, like so. It also has an energy blade, but it also has a shoulder-mounted assault rifle, which it uses to target Aki and shoots him.
How
Hitting.
mean?
Well,
How mean?
you were standing in the open. But it doesn't hurt you. That brings us to Beulah.
All right. Well, this heap is still here, so I'm gonna come out a little bit. Come out a little bit more, apparently.
The rangefinder on your gun, keeping you walking forwards as you're aiming desperately. Go for it.
Not that you needed those last two steps.
I think it's a hit.
I think you hit. Yep, I thought you might. You shake it. Both the Overborg gladiators are both shaken now. Huzzah. Cyberhound number 4. Oh, sorry.
Did not mean to do that, by the way.
That's okay.
Yeah, I was done. I thought shaking was fine.
Let's give you one back then. Cyberhound.
Click something else.
That's okay. Cyberhound 4 remains stunned. Cyberhound number 10 is still engaging Merlin, but Merlin's fighting defensively, and that defensiveness makes all the difference there. Look at that.
I can't see any of the bad guys, the new ones on the tracker?
One's on the Joker and one's on the Jack of Diamonds.
No, I can't see any bad guys on the tracker either.
And the one on the Jack of Diamonds, but I'm not seeing Cyber 4.
All right, no, they've
And
appeared now. There you go. That's weird.
Just unhid them, hid them, revealed them again. I don't know what's going on there.
What about the dogs? I'm not seeing them either.
They've both just gone on the 6 of spades and the 6 of clubs.
Okay. No, I'm not seeing no one.
Okay.
Just kill it anyhow.
Yeah, you most certainly do. You hit it with a raise. Go for it. Okay, so that's another side of hand.
Then I'm gonna move up where I can help, but I'm gonna stay behind like Beulah.
Okay, Beulah's lying down for the record.
Well, then I'm
having a nap.
Merlin.
Okay, Merlin will have felt the stone skin. Most of you call it protection fall. So he is going to cast Mage Armor on everybody.
Okay.
Well, everybody except Quig because he's too far away.
Oh, quick sad.
You could spend extra power points.
Yeah, I could walk away too if I got down. They're 16 inches apart, or is it just? I think it's just 1 power point for the extra range, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, double. You've got Smart's D8, haven't you?
Yeah.
So that's double range. So he's well within double range. So you don't have to go triple range without moving. Otherwise, Cyberhound will bite you.
Yeah. That's okay. So maybe I will do that then. So I need. Let me see. Base 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Extra range is 10. And we're just going to drop just a basic one. So let me start by giving myself a few power points.
Mm-hmm.
And ooh, there we go.
Oh, you got it. Oh, 1 point short of the mate. Oh, typical.
Wasn't me.
Is this your special one or just the standard one?
This is just a standard one.
Oh, that makes life easier. Thank. Combat tracker gets very slow sometimes on certain things.
It hiccuped, and so I clicked it twice.
That's okay. It's okay. I think it's only gone on once, fortunately.
Yeah, there's some guy on the forum saying how he preferred the combat tracker with when it collapsed because he has a combat with 70 participants in it.
That's ridiculous.
70 participants.
Yeah, but the point is, it didn't work properly, and basically every single time the Smiteworks updated the core combat tracker rules, it broke.
Yeah, I know why he stopped it, and I don't argue. I'm just thinking having 70 things on the combat tracker.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. But yeah, so at the end of the day, it's quite straightforward. If doing something keeps breaking it, then
remove it. It's too much work, isn't it? He's not getting paid enough money to be doing all that decoding all the time.
Indeed not. Mr. Donahue, sir. The latest thing he's got working, although I haven't seen it in action yet, is you can now ID armor and weapons, which is going to be very useful for Savage Pathfinder. But so as well, because and obviously now he's doing arcane backgrounds as well, so that should be fun.
Yeah, it's definitely getting better and better.
Mr. Donahue, sir.
No more classic. Yeah.
See who I should go after.
Okay, Cyberhound number 10. Go for it. That's a hit.
I'll Benny that.
Well, you did shake it, which is enough to let Merlin walk away without any problems. But yep. Still shaken.
I'll leave it.
No problemo. Right. Cool. We should be. There's hope. Oh, who's on hold? Oh, Pow. He can stay on hold. New round. Actually, you know what? I've just remembered something.
Giant Monty Python foot is going to come down and crush us all now.
No, Pow's going to play the bullseye and change that 11 points of damage to the Cyberhound to 22 points of damage, killing it. So Donahue kills Cyberhound number 10 with an incredibly accurate shot. Because I forgot he's got adventure cards. He gets to 4 plays, so I might as well.
That's a cool adventure card, isn't it? After you make a good roll, you just go, right, I think I'll just double that and make it a obscene roll.
Yep.
So we've got the 2 overboard gladiators still up.
Yes, indeed.
And that poor Cyberhound 4 is still back there, from what I can see.
Yeah, basically
Yeah,
he
but
gets
he's
up and
probably
someone stuns
prone
it. He
and
gets up
stunned.
and someone stuns it. That's a hit. You shoot with your Arasaki pistol. That is that jammed on you just recently, and there's a
I'm
ping.
gonna Benny the damage.
Okay,
1 time at least.
1 ping, 1 time only.
Oh, I'm tired of this, so hang on 1 minute. I'm not done yet.
Oh, adrenaline surge. You get an immediate turn, including new movement. Off you go.
1 second.
With life getting in the way again. You shall.
And I'm back.
Go for it.
Grandson's got the absolute world's worst timing. Oh, I get more moves, so I'm gonna keep moving.
Yep.
And take another shot.
Mm-hmm. That hits. Roll that damage. That's a wound. It's got 4 bennies, so I'm going to spend one of its bennies on that. And it's fine. Okay, that brings us to Aki.
Okay. I'm going to shoot.
Okay, go for it. Hit, miss, hit. That's a wound. That's a shaken. So I'll spend one of my bennies to remove that wound. And the other one is shaken, which I will apply. That brings us to Beulah.
All right. Well, Beulah will get up. He only has 3 movement then, right? Because getting up from prone is half
2
movement.
inches of movement. So you've
Oh.
probably got 4.
Half in 5e, it's 2 inches.
Well, there you go. I did not know that. You've got another inch of movement if you need it. Fair enough.
Sorry about that.
That's it. You take aim with your mech tech light pistol and hit. Let's see how many more bennies I have to use up. Quite a few by the look of things here. Oh! Hang on, why's that not got AP? Pistol should have AP, shouldn't they? Gear. Pistol. Where's my? Oh, that's ranged weapons, basic firearms. Need it's a light pistol, so that'll be. It should still have AP. Oh no, if it's not a medium, then it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I was just curious. Okay.
So I guess that's it, and Beulah will pop back down.
Okay, yep, you're back down again, no problem. Let's see what happens to Cyberhound number 4 is just going to just lie there. I think he's just going to decide the thing to do is just lie down and hope no one notices him. Quig. I thought you might do that. I was just thinking.
Of course.
I was just thinking.
And sweep.
Yeah, I was just thinking you could sweep there. Interesting. Did I give them first strike? No.
That was close, but no go.
Okie dokie, that brings us to this cyber overboard gladiator who will use his energy blade on you, Quig. Missing.
It's a sight overboard gladiator.
Mr. Donahue, sir.
Running over. Cyberhound 4, like, still stunned, or is it?
It's stunned. You can most certainly put it out of its misery if you want to. Although it's prone, so you really want to sort of be right above it. Otherwise, it actually gets a cover bonus for being prone. Until it wakes up, I won't worry about it. And if you're in front of the cat, it will go for him anyway. Because we're evil like that. Right.
That one.
Oh! And I'm afraid the same thing as you. Basically, the round jams in the chamber. Fortunately, nothing worse is going to happen to you than that. Merlin.
Of course it is. Let's see. Merlin is going to. Oh, Merlin is going to step to here and throw a magic missile at the gladiator.
Go for it. You hit the gladiator with your magic missile.
I forgot to up power it. Okay, yeah, that's it.
That's okay. You can up power it next turn. Yeah, that was you testing the waters. Okay, this overboard gladiator unshakes. It is going to continue using its shoulder-mounted assault rifle. This time it's going to shoot Waif as she is closer. Does make it count as vulnerable to Quig using a ranged weapon in melee range. But does get a good hit in on Waif. Doing negligible damage, just enough to shake Waif. She dodges most of the bullet, and there we go. And we're on. Hopefully, you'll put them down sooner rather than later. Waif basically is not even phased by the fact this thing shot at her, and just carries on striding purposefully in whatever direction she wants. Off to you.
It's my turn.
Yep. That's a hit. is unharmed. Mr. Aki, sir.
I'm going to do it again. I'm going to shoot him.
Okay. Yeah, you have to aim very carefully with Queeg in the middle there. Be awful if you shot him, especially as he's got no bennies left.
Oh, I hit him with raise. So.
Go for it. Roll that damage. You shake the first one. I don't think he's going to survive this, but we shall see. Oh, he might. He takes 2 wounds. You shake the second one. So one of the overboard gladiators is bleeding and in noticeable pain at the end of all of that. Beulah.
That is the end of my turn.
What cards has Pal got?
All right, well, rinse and repeat.
Go for it. You hit the overboard gladiator. Again, the damages. The shot is accurate, but it fails to penetrate any of the vulnerable, unarmored areas of the chromed dude. You crawl across the floor. Okay, Cyberhound number 4 recovers from being shaken and will spend 2 inches of movement to get up. And we'll just literally go over there and whimper a lot. Queeg.
Woohoo. Now let's see if I can hit him.
Go for it. Yes, you can. Roll that damage. Oh, okay, overboard gladiator number 2 takes a wound. I'll spend a penny on that one. She soaks. Overboard gladiator number 1 is just unharmed by that, I'm afraid. He's a tough guy. Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry. No problem. I need to... No, actually, you're fine. Okay, the overboard gladiator number 2. What's he going to do? Well, he's going to try hitting you again because there's not much else he can do. Oh, I think this might hurt. No, he misses. Your magical defenses are very good, and that brings us to Mr. Donahue.
I'm gonna be clearing my gun, I guess, this round.
Well, don't forget, clearing your gun is an action, so you can act still if you want to take a multi-action. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think we're that.
No problem at all. No problem at all. You clear. You
Come on, you bugger.
You're able to clear your gun and get it working again. Merlin.
And I'll reload it since.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. Merlin.
Okay,
Merlin's go now.
Is going to upcast. This time he will remember his magic missile.
Okay. 2 PowerPoint magic missile, isn't it?
Actually, it's 3 in order to get the 3rd die.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a +2 in order to get that
plus
3rd
2,
die.
Yeah.
Oops, wrong one. Same. It's the same roll, but
I know what you mean. You 9. That should be a hit with a raise.
Yep. So
hang on, let's do that. Yep, yeah, hit with a raise. Off you go. Yep, that's a wound. That's a wound on it. Oh heck. bored of this fight anyway. Okay, that definitely.
I'm bored of this fight now. They all just die.
No, I'm going to make you pay, but I'm not going to. I'm going to pretend they've got no bennies left. Oh dear. Well, Pow Pow's caused this mess, so anyway. Okay, Overboard Gladiator number 3 will unshake and will then basically advance towards Waif, which means you do get a free attack upon him if you so wish. Queeg.
Yeah,
If I get
I'll
a-
do that.
Do I get a free attack on him? I'm gonna punch him. Anything?
Hey,
If
man.
you have first strike, you get to hit him, yes.
Hey
I
man,
know.
you're an all-star. Get your game on.
It's first strike that you do to hit them as they approach you.
All that
Queeg
glitters is
basically
gold.
swings,
You
but
kind
also
of surprised me doing that.
Break them all.
exactly. But I think it's also the fact you're having to defend yourself from the other one at the same time. Okay, this one basically comes up, draws its energy blade, and swings at Waif.
Uh-oh.
And here we go. We have got some bennies going. We've got bennies all round by the look of things. There was Queeg and Aki get jokers. Right. Also, what I'm going to do at this point, I am going to play. Pow Pow plays inspiration. For this round, everyone gets +2 to all trait rolls.
Excellent.
So that means that's basically joker bonuses for everyone and double joker bonuses for those that got the joker. Oops. Merlin with a 1. Donahue with a 1. Waif with a 1. Eula with a 1. There we go. And that brings us to Aki.
And I'm going to reload my gun, and then with my second action, I'm going to shoot them again.
Okay.
Oh, I did the wrong one. That was going to be the attack. Okay, I suppose it's a multi-attack, isn't it? But no, I did the wrong attack. So cancel that, ignore it, forget it ever happened.
Okie dokie.
I pressed the wrong one, yeah.
Yep. You did single shot rather than rapid
Yeah,
fire.
I only used 2 bullets instead of 10, yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to give yourself your 2 bullets back. There we go.
Yeah, baby.
Okay, you wound one of them. You shake one of them, so wound that one, then you shake that one, and then you hit this one again with a raise. I think this one might be in a bit of spot bar. It takes 3 wounds and goes down.
Excellent.
And then it's over to Queeg with the double joker bonus. For all intents and purposes.
I'll step up there.
Yep.
I will get my wild attack, and I'm going to smack him hard.
Okie dokie. Let's give you some wild attackage. There you go. Wild attack is on. My word, that's +6 to hit. Oh dear. Yeah, you hit with a raise. And that's a wound. But it's still standing.
I'm going to Benny that.
Okay, I shall hang up.
Now, if I drop it on my damage, it should add the
hang on.
raise die, or do I need to click that?
Hang on a sec. Try now. You should do it now with the raised die. There it goes.
Yeah.
2 wounds. That destroys it. Down it goes, and huzzah!
I'm going to look at the scoreboard, see if it's counting down again.
There is no more countdown, and at the same time, this other Cyberhound just seems to switch off. Those 2 display boards suddenly go, player 1 win! and the
Game
force
piece.
and the force field drop. The force field drops.
What did we come here for now? I've forgotten.
Surely you were playing. Sure, you were. You came here to play Murder, Death, Kill the ball at the arena game.
Oh yes, such a good game. That was one of the best games ever.
I can't think of the real one. There was, what was it called? Smash TV, wasn't it? Was the one I was thinking of. Where you
Yeah,
ran
that
around
was
on
a
it.
fun game. Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, that's what you've just been playing for all intents and purposes. Okay, well, I haven't got a map where the blue force fields don't exist. So, but you can now they do dissipate, and you could see the ramp. Well, there's a ramp leading that way.
I'm going to help Pow Pow on up off his feet.
Okay. Bueller just dropped. No. Yeah, you help Pow Pow up off his feet. So, okay, the door at the opposite end seems to be closed.
Is it locked?
Yes.
Can I hack it?
You could
Electronics?
certainly give it a try, but you could it will be electronics or thievery actually rather than hacking. Yeah, no problem at all. You are able to get the
Entire
lock
fantasy
open.
ground totally reset. I'm coming back in.
That's okay.
Hey, let's go and see what's outside here then.
Okay, you basically find yourself
In a green arena.
Don't.
The same map. Just imagine it's got a green shade to it now.
It takes you down some corridors, which, because I'm an evil git today, takes you just long enough for all your powers to, well, your PowerPoints rolling down. Let's say Pow might try healing Queeg, because my version of Pow actually does like to heal people.
Well, Pow Pow heals people.
I know. Well,
Just doesn't turn up. That's all.
Sorry, I forgot. Actually, you did win the arena game show, so I do have to reward you all. You all win a Benny, aren't you, lucky people? Which would have had more significance, I thought, for someone like Queeg until you both got jokers the last round, but that's okay. Talking which, actually, you had the joker bonus today, you still made it, so that's fine. Action cards, clear it all to remove the joker bonuses. Yeah, so you basically find yourself in the sort of another sort of underground maze of corridors, but eventually, after navigating it for what seems quite some time, you do basically come to. Oh, I've lost it. There it is. The corridor does basically end. And I've got the map somewhere. I'll find it in a second. So change what it's called. There we go. You find yourself at the end of the corridor now. Aki was in front, so let's put Aki at the front. Then it is Donahue and Merlin, Waif, and Beulah. And Pow is hanging back so much, it's almost as if he isn't there. And Queeg is up ahead, is up with Aki. That will be how we'll do that. So basically what happens is as you're walking down the corridor, you can sort of see that there appears to be two side corridors and a door ahead. Okay, Aki gets to there. And he notices there appears to be two different looking robots. Guardian, you reckon them as Guardian models. And as soon as you appear, oh, you lucky sod, you got the Joker. Which actually means you get the fact that they're on hold and waiting to ambush you doesn't matter because you got the bloody Joker.
Oh,
So they come off
Honestly,
hold. They come off hold in an attempt to interrupt you, but you can choose to automatically win.
yeah, I'm going to automatically shoot him. Yeah, okay, well, one of them anyway.
Go for it.
Now, have I still got my edge, or is that gone now?
Oh no, that was for that encounter. That encounter ended.
Gone now. So I'm just going to do one shot then.
So much for the canning little ambush. Stupid jokers. No, I don't think there has been a round of combat today where someone hasn't got the Joker so far.
Oop, not having that. That's better.
You wound the Guardian robot. Well, I've got so many bennies, I'm going to spend it. Okay. Beulah's has arrived. I show you the map with Beulah. The Guardian robot. You're backing off, okay. Guardian robot comes around the corner. With its two sort of basically two vibro blades extending out of its arms. And slashes at you twice. Hitting twice.
Oh, booger. Ooh.
Oh, two potential wounds, Mister. I've got 9 bennies. Okay, you soak the first one. And you soak the second one. So you basically block both the attacks from that one. So in that case, I'm just going to... You got 9 bennies, so I feel less guilty about hitting you.
You meanie.
Well, 7 bennies now, but... soon to be 6 bennies. As you
I can't first strike that one that just moved up.
Technically, yes, you can.
I'd like to do that if I can.
Be my guest. First strike away.
Well, so much for that one.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm going to spend a Benny to make him miss me.
I'm afraid you basically totally misjudge that as the speed the robot comes in, and you watch in horror as your broom smacks into Aki because he's still got 6 bennies. So roll that damage. Besides, I think it's... Oh, you shake Aki, that's fine. And
I'll live with shaken, yeah.
It's your go, Queeg.
All that dust into cobwebs at me head.
I'll see if I can do it for real this time. I'm still targeting him.
You're also targeting
Don't,
Aki.
yeah, I don't want to target Aki.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Control click gets rid of. That was it. I knew there was a way to do it. You're no longer targeting Aki. You hit the Guardian robot. Ooh, 2 wounds. Well, I don't know how many bennies I've got, so I'm going to use them all. Yep, that's fine. These are tough little robots. Wave.
They're right there with Aki and Quig, right?
They are indeed.
I'm trying to figure out where my line of sight is here. Okay. Step up here. Actually, I'm not going to mess with this. I've got my staff with me. I'm done with these guys.
Okay.
This has been a big crap from the minute we walked in the door, damn it.
Great so. Well, you basically definitely hit that robot.
Oh, I'm Bennying that because, like, well, we got way more bennies than we have luck right now.
Indeed.
We're gonna have to make these bods vulnerable, I think, are we?
Again.
Well, hold up. Because you didn't have the extra damage die, so you actually did 5, 17, 20, 23 damage, isn't it? I can't do science today.
Then give me my Benny back.
It fails to soak. Let's try again because I've got so many bennies. And one last attempt to soak. No, it fails. And oh no, it soaks the bennies. So it stays upright, but it does take damage.
It soaked the bennies instead. Yeah.
No, it soaked one wound, so obviously it's resilient, so it's still standing. Okay, that brings us to Mr. Donahue, sir.
Looks like there's one.
I didn't catch that. I'm afraid he broke up.
It looks like there's one that is shaken.
Yes, there is one that's shaken.
It doesn't look like a. Try to get behind it and.
Yeah, you can get behind it. Yeah.
Disable it. Like electronics or something.
You could you probably test on it, as it were. Yeah. Okay, you can make it vulnerable or have it distracted.
I'll have it vulnerable.
Okay.
Like, don't try not to destroy this one.
Okay. Yeah, basically, you sort of as you go by it, you look at it, and you think, right, if I detach that wire there, and you just pop that wire, you literally just grab the wire and yank it. But surmising it will affect its targeting systems and will affect its defensive systems, and it does seem to slow down, making it a bit more vulnerable and easier to affect.
He pokes it in the eye.
Mr. Bueller, sir.
I've got a plan. Don't try not to this. Try not to.
Your mic's breaking up.
Yeah, but I get the. I think you get the idea. He desperately wants that.
He wants to keep that robot alive.
I think. Well, I think he doesn't want you to kill it. I think was his plan.
Okay, we'll kill the other one then.
Don't damage it so bad I can't have plans.
I'm afraid these robots are designed for hand-to-hand, so they're very good at defending themselves, but not good enough when Buddha spends that many bennies. Roll that damage. But actually, yeah, Shock Club, the other one would be good as well. That will definitely put it out of action. But go for it. That is a hit. So that's a Vigor at -2 with the Shock Club. It fails. The Guardian robot is stunned. Nicely done. Pow Pow isn't here. Okay. And then, yeah, you back off. Countdown initiated.
Yeah, just a thing where Beulah backed off. Then that doesn't get a free attack because they're both shaken. Is that why?
One's stunned and one's shaken. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Countdown initiated. Spooling up.
Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da.
Vernon.
Okay, so one is shaken and one is
Stunned.
stunned.
There's 2 little rooms and a door.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? Merlin just really doesn't like being in here or next to those guys or anything else. So let's start by moving Merlin up to here
Okay.
so he can open that door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there because I'm afraid there was something waiting for you behind that door.
I figured as much. Yeah. I am going to
It's going
magic
to attempt.
missile that
It's
turret.
going to attempt to interrupt you.
Okay.
It fails its agility, so you get to go first.
Okay. I'm going to magic missile. I will upcast.
Okay. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, come on. Excuse me. There we go. You hit it. Oh, crap. 3 wounds. I don't think I'm going to save it, but I'm going to give it a try with 3 bennies. Oh my word. Okay, well that turret didn't last any time at all.
Good. We didn't like that turret.
And then I
was
will
right in
use
its
my last
path.
inch of movement to make sure I'm out of the melee with those bots.
No problem at all.
All right, guys, that countdown says it's time to go.
Okay. Oh my word, you guys are just getting jokers jokers after jokers after jokers.
Yeah, what is
today.
that? The third time in a row?
There
quit?
hasn't. This is.
It's
this
our
is the
lucky
10th
Sunday.
This is the 10th combat round, and I don't think there hasn't been a joker yet.
No, but I'm saying quick. Got it 3 times in a row.
3 times in a row. Yeah. But yeah, that's 10 combat rounds with jokers.
Or this one is shaken but not down, right?
Yes.
Then I'm gonna take a hit at it on my way out. Because I agree with Merlin. I don't want to be here.
Okay. You hit it with a raise.
No, I got lots of pennies. One more time.
Be my guest.
Third time's a charm.
Okay. Boost his senses. Are you doing lethal or non-lethal damage on that kick?
Lethal.
Okay. I'm afraid.
That's
What
what.
was supposed to damage?
Yep. I'm afraid Wave basically gets very annoyed, spins round, and literally kicks the head off the robot.
We'll have to get the other one for Donahue, then, won't we?
Yeah.
As well. That was with my bow staff.
Oh, you both stuff. Yeah.
I double.
Yes.
Did you do the kick as well at the same time as you hit it with the foot and the
And
stick?
Merlin, I still got to move. So what's the way out of here, Merlin? Back the way we came was sealed.
There's
Yeah,
a door
that's why
there.
we're going this way.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because this map's
Then
got
I'm
open
gonna-
doors, you can't actually see the doors on the map, if that makes sense. But there is a door there.
Then I'm gonna get as far as I can
Okay.
now. I've got 6, so there. Man, that's my turn.
Engine initiation complete. Engaging fuel pumps.
Can
fuel pumps
Can we hear
activated.
anything working near us? Like machines started
Right.
sailing, have they?
You can't at the moment, but you hear a computer sort of voice coming over the console going, yeah. Enter authorization code. Authorization code accepted. Donahue.
Now, did it
Basically,
say-
you're sort of playing around with that robot, and it suddenly sort of collapses without a head in front of you.
Did the voice say engine initiation completed?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, since there is one that is stunned,
Yes.
I am going after it.
Be my guest.
I am hacking it and playing an adventure.
Go for it. You're going to Betty that, I suspect. Okay. Are you? Oh, for crying out loud! I like it. Okay. You you got the raise on that one. So yep, you reprogram it.
Okay, I am jockeying it essentially. But I'm jockeying it. It's now my minion, right?
There you go. It's it is.
You have a
It's on
minion.
it's on your ally sheet, and I'll add it to your group on the combat tracker, which I don't think it's well. Come on, there he goes.
Yeah, not that it matters too much in the scheme of things, but yeah, skip quick.
Did it? Oh, I do apologise.
Well,
Sorry.
I mean, that works well.
You had a
Yeah.
joker and all that as well.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Benny to say by way of apology.
Damn. You know, there was a moment there in the arena I had no bennies.
I know. That's what. Right. Okay.
As
well,
far
Chris,
as it goes, I'm just going to move,
yeah,
follow
just
away from Merlin.
Yeah, obviously you're on. You've got the Joker bonus, so you're basically on hold, aren't you? All this time, you just decided to move now. That's absolutely fine. Donahue, basically, you are going to be spending this round reprogramming the Guardian robot, which I have added to you on the combat tracker, and it is now an ally. Aki.
Gonna move there and see if we can open this door.
Okay. It seems to have a incredibly impressive triple bypass lock up on it.
Electronics?
Or lock picking, your choice.
I don't have lock picking.
Hold far, hold far, hold far.
Am I able to do a assist on that one, since I didn't really do an action?
Yes, sure, certainly, yeah. Oh, but actually, yeah. So go for it. That's a plus. That's a +1. Yeah, using your knowledge of thievery, you explain to Aki what's going on. So a 9 that gets you 2 successes in unlocking this door. Beulah.
But did it open?
We lost Beulah's voice. Hello, Miss Beulah. Are you there?
Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
That's okay.
Okay, well then, I guess I'll just come into the room. There's nothing really to check out computer-wise or anything, so.
No. Although they do appear to be sort of playing around with a lock at the end there. Yep.
Yeah, that was 7. I meant to go 6, but there you
That's
go.
okay. It really
And-
doesn't matter.
Yeah. End turn.
No problem. And Merlin.
Not a whole lot Merlin can do with this being all techie stuff, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
Did the door
Unless
open
you-
with our 2
unless
successes?
you want to, unless you want to do anything of a spiritual nature, I suppose.
I guess I can astrally perceive to see if there's anything we need to worry about.
Do you wish to enter the astral planes?
I do, yes.
Okay, go for it. Okay, you enter the astral planes and perceive what is going on behind the door. It appears to be a spaceship, and a guy seems to be typing stuff into a console. You get the impression he's trying to escape, and then reality snaps back into place.
But so 2 raises on the door weren't enough to open it.
No, it's a dramatic task.
Oh, okay, right. What have we got to do
He's
next?
launching his spaceship. We need to get in there quick.
Next round with Waif going first. Basically, you need to get 5 successes to unlock the door before he basically finishes programming the ship and hops in it and takes off.
And there really isn't anything I can do here to help.
It's a dramatic task with Aki's doing the rolls, but other people can assist. If you've got any knowledge of how best to pick this lock or get this door open, you can assist.
The only skill I'd have, I think, that would apply would be repair.
Go for it. You might have an idea of how you might recognize the mechanics of the manufacturing or something. Yeah, you do know that you recognize this as one of Miramax's old door technologies, and there was a security issue. If you created a short in the right place, it would basically cause the lock tumblers to reset. So that will give Aki a +1 bonus. Beulah.
All right. Well, is there a way to, is there something I can do to try to open this thing up here, or?
Well, any skill, if you give me any skill you can use to assist Aki in opening this door, because he's at the console at the moment.
Sure. So, I mean, a hacking, electronic.
Any skill you can justify, as far as I'm concerned. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy to let the characters be inventive with.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got to hack through to get through this, this electronic lock. So I think that would be safe.
Yeah, that seems perfect sense. Yeah, you basically you jack into the other door, which wasn't locked, but so you can run diagnostics. So give us a hacking roll to give you an idea of the circuitry inside it. Okay, that will give you that's a +2 bonus to Aki. Yeah, you basically analyzing the security system on this door gives you some insights that you pass on to Aki on how he can probably bypass the lock on the door he's trying to open. That brings us to Mr. Donahue. You finished reprogramming the Guardian robot. You have an ally.
Okay.
So he is no longer stunned, he's no longer distracted, and he's no longer prone. And if you look on your main tab, you should find him under Guardian Robot, under Allies.
Guardian Robot.
It's a bit crowded in there, so you might not be able to get. Yeah. Oh.
Do we have internet signals?
Probably not in the traditional sense, in terms of the doorway, but
not the door itself, just like internet, like public internet.
Yeah, certainly, yeah. Why not?
All right. Wave said what type of lock it was, Max or Miramax.
Yes.
So I will do a research roll to.
Oh yeah, go for it. I like it. Okay, basically, you're able to call up the actual schematics of the door lock mechanism. Yep.
All right, so
that's fine.
That's
+3 bonus for Aki as he comes to the door. As he comes up to the door, unless you want to wait for. I mean, it's an interesting one. You could, if you want to wait until Queen gives you an assist to see if you get the full +4, you can. But that does mean Wolfgang gets to go before you. It's up to you.
No, I'll roll. What is the cards thing? Because I can do that, spend a penny and change my card, kind of, or does that not work for this?
You can, but you only really want to worry about that if you get. I don't know. I must have not got moved the turns on, so. I always manage to scrap domestic cards. You only need to worry about that for clubs.
All right, so clubs are bad, aren't they?
Yeah, if you fail on a club card in a dramatic task, you completely fail the task.
Okay. I'm going to not roll double ones now, okay?
Indeed. You got +3, so that's a 5. So that's a
You
success.
tried to roll double ones, though.
That's a 5. Currently, with a +3 bonus, that's a 5, which is a single success.
Could I Benny it? I can Benny it, can't
You
I?
can Benny it, of course you can, yeah. As long as you don't roll double 1. Okay, that gets you an 8, which gets you 4 of the 5 tokens you need to open this door. Merlin.
Does this look like an airtight door?
Yes, it's an airlock. For all
I was
intents and
afraid you were going to
purposes.
say that.
Yeah.
Merlin is going to go on hold.
Okie dokie. It's very much it's an airlock in the most traditional senses, even though it's on planet side, because at the end of the day, they do want these doors secure when the engines ignite, because you don't want to be in that chamber, as it were. Okay, Wolfgang is basically carrying on doing his programming. Says fuel pumps initiated, engines spool up complete. Prepare boarding. Engine activation authorized. Access authorized. Countdown initiated. Probably best bet is go on hold, I suspect, at this point.
We have idea
Actually,
just
just assist.
how many structural points this thing has on that door?
A bunch.
Yeah, a bunch. Hang on. Let's have a look at.
It's going to be fairly thick, hardened steel. If it's designed to withstand a rocket launch.
I mean, it probably counts as heavy armor.
It probably does count as heavy armor.
Yo.
About it, yes.
Yeah.
How's it hanging?
That's fine. I will. Actually, I'll go on hold to assist.
Yeah. I'd say it's probably hardness 12, but counts as heavy armor, if that makes sense. Yeah. Well, in fact, think about it. You can actually still do this. You can technically still do as an assist for Aki's next round. Thinking about it, can't you?
Can I do that?
Yes, you can. What skill do you want to use?
I'm going to go with just notice to see if I can spot something that will help.
Yeah, sure. That's fine. Yeah, go for it.
Ugh!
Yeah, you do know. What you realise is actually he hasn't connected up he's disconnected the power relay from the door. So even if you get it to unlock the door motors won't open. He needs to make sure he rewires that next go. That's a -2 on Aki's next roll, by the way.
Yeah. So I've gotten 3 jokers and 2 criticals, failures.
Okay, Aki, you've got the 10 of clubs this round and a -2 penalty so far. Beulah.
Can I re-roll that card?
You can deal a different card, yes, by spending a penny on it. You got the 4 of clubs.
Oh.
And the 4 of diamonds. Yep. Cards.
I'm going to go with the diamond.
Okay. Which does mean you do drop down the tracker. Oh, that really... Oh, you double click it, don't you? Ignore me. That was me doing something wrong. Oh, that's interesting. I'll remember that in future. Beulah.
Well,
Okay, so I mean, we're still dealing with getting out, right? So can I do something to help that out? Like make another hacking roll, or?
Yeah, you come up with it. You can come up. Yep, come up with something to do, and it will give an assist.
Can't Aki pick the 8 out of all those cards that he drew?
He didn't get an 8. He got the 4 of diamonds.
That was the first round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
No, I don't want a jack of clubs either, do I? Yes, there you go, King of Hearts. I've wasted all bennies. I've got 2 left.
Anyway, Beulah. Sorry, Beulah was attempting to help you get rid of the -2 penalty. So there was something to be said for being further down the tracker, you know. But anyway. Sorry, Beulah. What were you going to do?
All right, so I'll make a hacking roll and try to just get the hell out of here.
Go
Try
for it.
try to. That's getting re-rolled.
Thought it might. Okay, that you're down to -1 as Beulah basically worked. Beulah realizes that you can. Oh, there you go. Beulah negates the -2. There we go. Very nice. Because unfortunately, you can't give more than a +2 bonus. But your
But at
+2
least
negates.
now he's out of his -2 and working back at level. so-
Exactly. You completely negate the -2.
Now I just got to not roll double ones. Okay.
Yeah, just don't roll double ones.
What was the -2?
Queen critically failed while assisting. That applies a -2 penalty.
Yep. Okay.
Basically, if what I would have said was because Beulah's got the +2, Beulah realised that what Krieg said was actually wrong and would have actually electrified the whole door. So Beulah actually obviously manages to convince Krieg not to do that, and therefore obviously Aki doesn't get an electric shock when he rewires the place. He does instead gets a single success, which resolves the action, causing the door to open. Which means Wolfgang basically turns round.
All right.
And,
I think I've only got a 5 move, so I have to go back one.
okay, that brings us to Donahue.
Okay. Personally, I'll just hold for the moment. So I'm gonna send.
Okay.
I'm gonna have the robot run and
Go for it. It's a strange one that you go and hold it, puts the robot on hold, which. Okay, the robot's running. It's going to force its way through. Go for it. I'm going to spend a penny on Wolfgang, I think. I'm going to spend another penny on Wolfgang. I haven't got many left. There we go. Okay, Wolfgang gets to go next because he's just Q jumped, I'm afraid.
Merlin would like to
Oh,
attempt to
hold on.
interrupt him with his hold.
Quig's going to spend a penny, see if he can get a better card.
Okay, go for it. Merlin, by all means, let's have an athletics roll off.
Ah, that's good.
Are you happy with an 8? Well, she's going to do it for me.
You're not running the latest version of Advances, are you?
No.
Got a planning window on the new one.
Okay, so you don't actually do the setback because it's just a roll off, but so you do get to interrupt him. He's a dwarf and he looks very grumpy.
Well, of course he does. I am going to. Which one am I taking again? Let me look at this.
He's armed with a compact assault rifle with silencer and underslung grenade launcher, which is what he's pointing down the corridor at all of you.
Okay, I am going to summon a water elemental.
Ooh.
I am
Not
going to
screwing
summon
around.
a forceful lesser water elemental.
Okay. Library, Sprawlrunners, spirits, a forceful lesser water elemental. Okay. Did you say anything special?
No. This is one of those where it really doesn't get anything bonus with the raise.
it's resilient.
I thought it got. I thought it got something.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
resilient.
I knew it did. I'm sure. I was sure it got something. Yeah. Resilient. Thank you very much. That was Mr. Donahue, wasn't it? Thank you. Special abilities. Resilient. Okay, it's resilient. The lesser water elemental is resilient. That actually applied. Don't think it did because it wasn't in the right area. Let's try that again. It's a resilient lesser water elemental that will then appear on Merlin's card. And where do you want it to appear? Because obviously it's a range of smarts, isn't it?
Right there where my arrow's pointing.
Right where your arrow is pointing. It appears there.
And that is my action. Its action will be to slosh forward and and smack Wolfgang.
Okay, that's really rather annoying because I was looking forward to firing a fragmentation grenade into the nice compact area I was hoping you'd all bungle into.
Yeah, of course. And I need you to. Oh, actually, he's on my list now, isn't he? Hang on, let's go. Main.
I can do that.
That'll work. And I don't get to spend my bennies on him, do I?
No, I'm afraid not.
Okay. That will be its turn then.
Not like if you're a druid with Beast Friend.
But there's an edge that lets you spend bennies on allies, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Right. Okay, so Wolfgang is going to multi-action. He is going to basically lose a hand razor on the water elemental, which misses.
He's
And
got
he will
hand
make
razors
himself-
like me. Okay.
He's going to make himself. He will make himself vulnerable using a ranged weapon in hand to hand, as it were.
I'm going to try and
think-
interrupt.
You certainly can.
Put in the agility check.
Athletics. You need a 4 to successfully interrupt.
I will Benny that then.
Okay, are you happy with a 6?
Oh, hopefully.
It was good enough. You get to interrupt.
I am going to try and shoot that grenade in midair.
Okay, that would definitely be a cool shot for a small target at -6.
Alright, I have smart links, it'll only be -4.
Yep. Go for it. Right. I'm quite impressed by that. Let's
Just a shooting.
Yep, go for it.
Benny that. Ooh, almost.
No, that's all you needed. Oh no, it isn't. The vulnerability doesn't apply, so you do need a 6. You know what I mean? So yeah, you do need to Bernie that. Sorry, I'll turn off vulnerable. Sorry, because you're aiming you're shooting the grenade out, but it's coming from him, so I just put it on him for range purposes. So go for it. That might be better.
There we go.
That hits. Okay. I'll put the vulnerable back on because it will apply. No, it won't apply to it only applies to the water elemental, so I'll only put it on when the water elemental targets him. So the fragmentation grenade is going to target himself and the water elemental.
Okay.
He just shot the frag grenade back to him. Excellent.
You literally get the pump as the fragmentation grenade comes out and literally instantly explodes as Donahue shoots it out in midair. Okay, I'm afraid the water elemental is basically.
Well, it gets to. Oh, I don't get to spend a penny, do I? Oh well, okay.
Okay, so what happens is the water elemental it's still standing because it's resilient. Don't forget.
That's true.
Okay, and then Wolfgang will basically have to spend some of his bennies in a desperate attempt to soak the damage from his own fragmentation grenade, which it doesn't look like he's going to get. Well, he's got 1 benny left. I'm going to spend it. Oh, for crying out loud! Actually, taking it back, multi-action shouldn't apply, so he actually succeeded on the first one. Which but it doesn't matter. So he does matter in the fact that he soaks one of the 3 wounds, if that makes sense. And obviously, look at that. Of course, it's a heavy damage. So basically, the fragmentation gauge basically busts his strength as well, reducing his strength by 1 die as the fragmentation grenade goes off. Queeg.
Hey, probably a long shot, but I'm going to run.
Go for it. You got 6 pennies to try and re-roll it with. Well, get rid of the area of effect. Yeah, that's all you needed.
The bridge collapses under the troll's weight.
Well, I wasn't thinking about that structurally, but
No, it wouldn't, would it? It'd be designed for heavy stuff.
yes.
For that rope bridge across the chasm.
Okay, that's a hit with a raise from Queeg, doing a wound. I will spend my last penny to try and soak that, which is successful. His subdermal armor protecting him. Waif.
I'm gonna step up here. Do we have another guardian robot here?
That's my minion. Yep.
Oh, your minion.
Yeah, actually, wait, yeah, one of those robots that attacked you earlier is standing there, although it does appear to be running down the corridor just ahead of you.
Okay. Well, like I said, this guy is really freaking annoying me.
There's a very perverse part of me that would find it very funny if Waif destroyed the robot. You've just spent all that time reprogramming Donahue. But anyway, you shot Wolfgang.
Disposable and a shield.
Exactly. Well, he's with you until he dies, as far as I'm concerned. You've reprogrammed him.
These shurikens are badass.
You shake Wolfgang. Okay, next round. Count 10. Donahue.
I'll do the same thing. I'll go on hold, but send the order the robot to go after.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I just? Sorry, I accidentally dealt you a joker there. I meant to put you on hold. Oh, for crying out loud! Right. Oh, that's why. Yeah, you're on hold, but you've got the ace. There you go. We're just making sure you don't get the joker. You don't get the joker bonus, basically, because.
He's got 2-fisted, so he will attack.
Yep. The easiest thing to do is I find is what I did was I literally just dragged one attack up and hit the right mouse button once to end up with 2 attack dice, and so you roll them together. Or you can roll them separately. It really doesn't matter, but that's the easiest way to do it, I found. Or set the number of attacks to 2. Let's see, a 6 will hit. With a gang up, yeah, not enough for a raise. So roll that damage. I have no bennies left. 11 damage on Wolfgang. I've lost Wolfgang. He's there. Wounds him. Wolfgang is still standing, but he is bleeding quite profusely. Aki.
I'm going to shoot him.
There are a lot of innocent bystanders in the way.
I'm not going to roll a 1.
Quake's not innocent.
Oh, I'm not having that.
You rolled a 1 and you missed, so you hit a player. Okay, you hit him. You wound him. Wolfgang goes down. Hang on. I am going to turn on NPCs here because it may or may not matter what happens. I don't know what you guys are planning. So, automation, incapacitation for all as I incapacitate him. Let's see what happens. He didn't bloody roll it. How annoying is that? Okay, where's Wolfgang? To do it manually. Wolfgang is here. He's on 3 wounds. It's a vigor check, which fails. Oh, that didn't work. Come on, slash table. I can never remember which one it is. Tables. I've forgotten what it's called. What's it called? When you're incapacitated? Is it the injury table? It's the injury table, isn't it? Back on again. I'm very confused. What's going on here?
That is creative combat.
It should be that one. There we go.
Unmentionables.
So you make an incapacitation. I'm just trying to remember what happens. When you get incapacitated, you roll on the injury table. That was it. I couldn't remember what it was. It was the injury table. So Wolfgang will actually survive this encounter. Okay. Okay. Beulah. 9.
Right, we got to shut this thing down, haven't we?
Potentially. Actually, each combat round 6 seconds. So yeah, 9. What's Beulah going to do?
Sorry, Beulah.
If you're talking, we can't hear you, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry, I was cut off. Can I access anything to open this up, or are we just ready to go here?
Oh, everything's open. It's just that basically, well, everything's open. It's just that in 9 seconds, the engines are going to ignite, and you really don't want to be that side of that door. If it's you don't want to be that side of that door, and it needs to be closed, or someone needs to stop the ship, the engines igniting, basically.
Press the big red button that says cancel launch.
Which is right there.
We need to turn off that spaceship.
Basically, yeah. Or you all need to.
I got however many bennies we need to find that button.
Beulah starts clambering out onto the gangtree there. Yep.
I'll come off the hold and run for.
Go for it.
Can I Benny that?
Yeah, go on. I'm nice. You're not supposed to, but I don't see why I can't let players waste bennies on run rolls. Go for it. That's you can add those 2 ones together. That's my other nice rule. If you roll a 1 twice on runs, obviously you're spending another 1 if you want to. See if you can get better than your 7. So yeah, you get to that, no problem at all.
Yeah, it should be 8, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should be 8. Yeah. Okay, that brings us to Queeg, who basically can go up to the console and.
I think Quig just needs to pick up Wolfgang and step out of people's way.
Okay, no problem at all. You pick up Wolfgang and you can get out of people's way. Be my guest. That'll be 8. So I've got to put on my computer voice for that one, haven't I? 8. Okay, that brings us to Wave. Technically, all you've got to do is get the other side of those doors and close them, and you're fine. If you're talking, Wave, we can't hear Elspeth.
Oh, where is it that we don't want to be?
Well, you either need to stop the countdown, which you're not necessarily sure how to be, or you want to be on the other side of these doors with the doors shut.
Yeah, Wave's getting the hell out of there. That gets me back up to Merlin.
It does indeed. Technically, I know if it was a real airlock, those doors should have actually shut, but who cares? Actually, that would be more fun, wouldn't it?
Definitely. Door slam shut, just as you're about to escape.
Nah, it's okay. I'm not going to be that meanie. I should have thought about it earlier. Merlin.
Okay.
You fought over
Merlin does not want this rocket to launch. So I'm going to start by moving to there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to magic missile the control panel that what's his name was fiddling with.
Okay.
Don't break it. Don't break it.
Yeah, I was just going to run over and turn it off, but yeah.
For all intents and purposes, which is just a casting roll. That is an unsuccessful casting. I was going to say you need a 4 to cast and a 6 to hit, but you hit. Roll the damage. It is the okay. Do you? Let's see. I can never. One of these days, I'll remember to make a shortcut for breaking things. 98.
Especially with us.
Exactly. Okay. Do you want to Benny that?
I think I will Benny that. Yeah.
Okay.
7.
Seven's enough. 7's enough to break it. So 7's enough. You do break the panel. Now, there's one of two things that will happen here, and I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give you a 50-50 split. That either what will happen is it will break the panel in such a way that the countdown is cancelled, or it will break the panel in such a way that the countdown can't be cancelled. So, do you want to go? I'm going to roll percentile dice.
I'm going to go high.
You're going to go high. Oh, well done, you. Countdown cancelled.
And if that had failed, my water elemental was going to go up and go squeezing through those cracks and just short circuit everything.
Oh, good. It's a spaceship. Logically, there wouldn't be any cracks. But I know.
But I just cracked it.
Actually, you had.
That was my point. Was I have just cracked it.
Oh, dear. Won't do much good, but I'm going to give you one because it made me smile. Countdown cancelled. Congratulations, you have captured Wolfgang, and he will survive. With some medical attention, he will recover if you so wish to, or you can obviously.
We're going to question him, find out where his secret lair is, steal all his money.
I see. Well, okay. Basically, I take it you're going to take him. If you take him to Ramen, or you want to take him somewhere else?
Take him to my place.
You can take him to your place. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on a second.
I'm gonna stay and see if someone will help
He's like an old version of me.
cure this ship.
Well, I mean, the ship. I mean, for all intents and purposes, you do know where a spaceship is docked, as it were. Donahue's going to stay and try and override the ship. Okay, so it sounds like Donahue is staying with the ship. Your water elemental will obviously vanish after an hour or so, won't he? So we won't need him for all intents and purposes. So okay, so we're having Queeg going this way along with Aki, because that's the way. Sorry, actually, the way out is actually over here. Actually, thinking about it. There's an actual exit to the north here. Now everything's calmed down, so you can just head off to. You just literally just head off to the north. You won't. Don't worry. Yeah. So you're heading that way. So what's the rest of you up to? Donahue wants to basically have his own spaceship, which will be useful if I send an adventure space.
of it. So
Yeah, I know.
Later.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, it's really whether you want to help stick with Donahue or you want to interrogate Wolfgang is the easy thing. Obviously, you'll meet up afterwards, so it doesn't really matter. So, okay. We're going. We're going. I'll assume Donahue. You. But basically, let's have a hacking roll from you. As long as you don't critically fail it, well, you'll be fine. Yep. You basically rewrite the security protocols and everything, and yeah.
You have your own spaceship.
And what we shall do is we shall cut to what is now Aki's apartment. And where's Wolfgang? I need Wolfgang as well, don't I?
Dabba dabba doo boo.
There we go.
Yeah, this is my rough apartment. It's not my nice apartment. This is my one where I bring people to be interrogated.
Looks like the one where we got shot at.
Yeah, I purloined it afterwards. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I know what Aki's like. He'll have acquired it afterwards, wouldn't he? So we'll shove Wolfgang into the interrogation chair, which is just over here, like so. There you go. He's shoved into the interrogation chair.
We're gonna make sure he stays in that chair too.
Okay. So, what do you want to know? That's me asking you, not him. He's still injured and in a state of sort of unconsciousness. He's not bleeding out. He's stabilised.
I suppose we can wake him up and make sure he's not dying, then start asking questions, isn't it?
I'll just put the Guardian robot with the large sharp razor blades there in case, for any reason you feel you might want them. Well, you bring him to. What the hell, Steve? Where am I? He looks like this place smells like. Ah. And blood.
Yeah. Cleaned up most of it.
He looks around and says, great. Right. I think I'll make things easy and just say I'm not going to tell you anything. You don't deserve it. Murderers.
Who do we murder?
The only person that mattered to me. Make me feel young again.
Well, if you're talking about the chick who we told we're trying to run away and she decided to attack us anyhow, no, we're not murderers. We killed her in self-defense.
That's what you say. I say different.
Who exactly are you talking about?
He's talking about Stray.
Oh, well, yeah, she's a troublemaker. You're just trying to get revenge on us for killing your friend.
Well, you proved surprisingly effective. I lured you to somewhere in the hope that you wouldn't survive, but you seemed incredibly.
We're all wild cards.
And yeah, but when I realised the jig was up, it was time to go. But even that failed. So you guys are obviously very, very lucky indeed.
That's because you're just a failure all the way around.
It goes. But I may still have, even if you kill me, I'll still probably have the last laugh. That's all that matters.
Why would we kill you?
Because if you don't, I'll just keep coming after you.
We could start by pulling his legs off, then he can't come after us.
Well, not for a while, I suppose.
There's a window here. I'm going to open the
He can
window.
pull his arms off.
Well, I'll bite your kneecaps. Those windows don't, as a rule, tend to open this high up, especially without a balcony.
I don't really like this apartment. I could just smash the window and lob him out.
You could just smash the window and lob him out, most assuredly.
So do you want to go out the window, or are you going to tell us what your plans are?
To kill you all.
Right, Queeg, throw him out the window. I'll smash the window.
Okay.
I'll hold him out the window. I'll hold on to him.
Okay. Well, yeah, lob him out the window. Hang on, let me open
No, I
the
think he's
window.
holding him by one leg, just to see what his reaction is.
Good.
You sure you want to carry on this game?
If I die, you'll regret it.
Yeah, but if you don't die, you said you're still coming after us anyway. So this, you know, if we get rid of you, we can regret the other bits. But
Looking for somebody else.
Quietly.
Sorry?
Fate. Said we should at least disappear him quietly. Leave it.
Is he working on his own, or is he working for someone else?
Let's see how his resolve is when he's actually dangling. Oh gosh, he critically fails. Suddenly, though, as he head goes out the window, he is going to literally go. His resolve is going to go. He goes, "Okay, you win. I can't call him off though, but you win. You let me live, and you'll never hear or see me again."
who can't you call off?
Be bothered by you.
Mr. Harkim. Once he's paid, he once you pay him, he does the job. That's what he's known for.
Okay, right. So, team vote. Do we drop him or do we let him go? He has told us what's what, and he has promised he won't ever won't come at us again.
Hear from him again. I say.
I left the P off by mistake there, but there you go.
We're gonna dro him. It's a new thing we do. We're gonna dro him. Do we dro him or not? That's our new thing as a gang.
That's two for yes, and that's two for no, and two for yes. That's it's going all over the place. That's two for yes and three for no, and one abstaining.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Well, the woman, that's Pow Pow, right?
No, Pow
Quig
Pow.
hasn't voted.
Quig hasn't voted.
Quig holding them.
Yeah.
Drop.
I can
Like
make it
you
easy.
said.
I can make it easy. Say Quig, make a strength check.
There you go.
Oh well, that answers that one, doesn't it? he was struggling a bit. He goes, "Oh, I tell you what." At that point, Queeg's basically he turning around to try and talk. Basically, he causes Queeg's muscles spasm, and he says, "I tell you what, I've got."
I can try. Can I try and grab him quickly, or is it too late?
I think it's funny just to have him splat. I think it's rather amusing. I think that he actually Queeg failed that. It's too amusing not to.
Oh, right. Let's clear out this apartment. There's a corpse downstairs. Yeah. I'm going back to the
Why
ramp.
he was so upset? He just jumped. We were trying to help him, and he jumped right through the window.
Yeah, but the fact that the glass broke and it was like 30 seconds later that the body came out, that might make that story a little hard to sell.
Yeah, we're off. We're going. I'm not. This apartment's burned now. I will. I'll clean up and leave. Yeah.
Hang on. Okay. Oh no. You clean up and leave. Okie dokie. Ooh, got some new stuff. That looks rather cool. That's you cleaning up and leaving, isn't it? There we go. Okay. No, yeah. So, yeah. You get back to 64th Street on Rammon.
I'm feeling peckish.
The robot stands guard outside. Mr. Nakazumi is stay there going. 2 more times things ping on force fields, but the integrity seems good. Got word, person looking for you, possible job.
Excellent. Who's Mr. John?
Well, that's a very good question, and I don't remember where it is I'm looking for. I can tell you. There we go.
The old Mr. Johnson or the new Mr. Johnson?
Indeed. So basically, speaking, you get some details. The meet is to be at Club Neon, and you will the person in question has your identities and will approach you and identify themselves by asking if any of you have a light. And the response would be smoking has been illegal in this state for 50 plus years. Well, 150 years. And which they'll respond, no, I meant a torch. Sorry, flashlight. Sorry, got to be American, haven't we? And apparently the meetings, they're going to sort of turn up each evening for the next 3 days, and if on the hope that you turn up.
Well, we might as well. After we've had noodles, eh?
So you have your noodles, and then you're going to head out to Club Neon. Sorry, I was just refreshing. I think we guys know the drill by now. Ruby will be dancing tonight.
Fabulous.
should really have some. You have to imagine some real techno club music going on in the background there, especially as Donahue's gone straight to the dance floor area. Krieg's gone straight to Ruby. And Merlin's gone.
He's a simple troll with simple needs.
And Waif's standing outside.
She forgot her fake ID. She can't get in.
Wait, can always get in.
I like it.
You said Ruby's dance? Oh, that's Ruby's the one that Quig likes.
Ruby's
Not-
the troll.
Not the one that we had contact with.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna go and find a nice, discreet. Oh, I'm gonna sit over here. This way.
Okay. A gentleman comes up to you, Waif, and says, "Do you have a light?"
Of course. I can't remember what the response was.
No, it's been illegal for 150 years.
Okay, well, whatever.
Goes, basically, having identified himself, he sits down over there and says, I see you cover all entrances and exits. Very, very, very intriguing. Will then the others be joining us, or are you person I need to speak to?
Well, I'll signal them that if they want to join us, but it's like, that's going to be up to them. You can talk to me.
Indeed. Well, allow me to. How should we proceed? I think we'll just call me the patron, and I'd like to hire you for a little job.
And we're listening.
I'd like you to extract a mature couple from an apartment block. And for getting the couple out of the apartment block, I will pay you what he then says quite a considerable sum of money for what sounds like a straightforward job.
Details.
Well, if you were there, you could ask.
Well, I'm here. I'm on the headset, just talking into Wave's ear
Fair enough.
with a whiskey in my hand and a shotgun on the counter.
Well, I will repeat it to him. Okay, well, if you can fill me in on details. Where's this apartment block?
Yes. Well, indeed. This is where it becomes interesting. So, basically, straightforward enough. Really, I just need you to get the individuals out from Arasaki Tower.
Haven't we been in Arasaki Tower once already?
No, you've been in one of their facilities. Obviously, not their main tower. They will be. Oh, sorry, I didn't see Donahue's request down there. They won't be aware of you coming, but I'm sure once you explain why you're there, they'll be happy to leave.
Happy to vacate
This
the
obviously
premises.
won't be the main corporate tower. It will be one of the secure apartment blocks where families of key employees are kept safe.
So we're kicking out a family, are we? Or
No.
Hostages.
I don't think you understood the nuances there. The the families of key employees are kept safe and secure in the apartment block.
This family's being held hostage by the.
It's, yeah, basically, yeah. To keep people working for the company, they basically provide accommodation for their family.
nice. Sounds like a right nice firm to work for.
It's fairly standard for if there's if you it's unfortunately it's quite a standard procedure for key staff that are very useful to a company business. Do you know what I mean? Ones that you really don't want to let go and will.
Yeah, so you don't ever let them go because if they decide to leave, you just murder their family. Yeah, right.
Indeed,
Nice.
yes. So basically, what we need you to do, is get the mature couple out of the facility, and this will allow us to then approach the key worker and make them an alternative employment offer.
He
Okay.
keeps saying mature couple.
Yeah.
It's his
how
parents,
mature
probably,
is
innit?
this couple?
So probably the parents of the key worker.
Well, sure. But I mean, if they're in wheelchairs, we need to know that beforehand.
Ask him if he has a dossier available on the couple, so I can look at it and.
So
They should have hover chairs in this day and age. I'm just going to get a drink of water back in a minute.
be my guest. I shall wake it up as I go along. I was looking for something, but I can't find it because, well, yes, yes. The couple in question are of advanced years, yes, and do and indeed the male individual does have mobility problems.
Nothing a
How
troll can't carry.
if we go in prepared to carry? What do you have on the security on this high rise?
It will be substantial. There is one additional. I forgot what it's called. I need to look. There is one additional hiccup to the extraction that will require innovative solutions. Handicap, bedbound. No, definitely just mobility impaired, so wheelchair. Yes. Delivery location will be specified upon. Will be specified. Well, basically, will be specified by a pre-arranged date, but we haven't got that. Really depends on what your plan is on how you were going to get them out. That may affect where you need to deliver them to. Sorry. The biggest problem is the biggest issue is that unless they are checked out of the building by a limited list of staff that are approved to do so, their cortical implants will be activated. Sorry, cortex implants. Therefore, you cannot just simply take them out of the building. There will need to be a reason for them to be leaving the building under Arasaki control. So their cortex implants will be disabled to allow them to safely leave the building. You can then nab them.
Okay. Do we have any information on their movements when they're likely to be in and out?
They never leave the apartment block. That's it's a secure accommodation with all facilities provided. The only facility the apartment block does not have is basically emergency medical care. Standard medical care and everything else is there, but emergency services are not part of that structure.
It sounds like what we need to do is induce a heart attack or symptoms of a heart attack.
That was along the lines we were thinking, but
And we would also need to acquire an ambulance so that the rest of the crew, if we can.
Well, yes, I mean you can go that route, but again, Arasaki will most likely be using their own medical equipment and staff to transport the individuals. But what I suspect you will probably need to do is just intercept them.
How hackable are these implants? Do we have to keep them like radio silent forever, or is there a way to disable/remove them?
We will obviously upon delivery of the individuals, we will be able to reprogram them.
Change of ownership. Got it.
I'm afraid that is all I'm able to tell you without a commitment to the job.
Well, the others have all been listening in over my headset, I'm presuming.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, I went downstairs and got a drink.
I'll just.
That will be provided.
We found some pizza.
Provided upon job acceptance, as it were.
So, what's you gonna take a chance on this? Money's good.
Let's do it.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well, what could possibly go wrong is we take the family and put them in a worse situation. So maybe we should look after the adults and maybe we should have the safe house.
Not our concern, unfortunately.
Nothing will go wrong, and nothing ever goes wrong.
I mean, all you've got to do is somehow cause a medical reason for someone to get out, be escorted by Arasaki security guards out of a super secure Arasaki building onto an Arasaki ambulance, and they intercept said Arasaki ambulance before it gets to said Arasaki secure hospital, which is a remote site, fortunately, outside the well, it's a normal hospital, but obviously, I mean, there'll still be security. That's pretty much it. So,
yeah, cakewalk.
Well,
Jimmy Joel Munker.
Sounds like Merlin wants to take the job, but what about the rest of you?
Yeah, I'll take the job.
Okay. Basically,
Jimmy Joel Munker.
Upon acceptance, a retainer is transferred over with, to give you some starting capital, as it were. I.e., basically, you can spend some logistic. You can spend up to half your normal logistic points in recon and planning the mission, as it were. And then, obviously, you'll still get your full. You then get your full logistic points again back for when you actually start the mission, is what I'm trying to say there. So you've got 1.5 times your usual amount of logistic points, but obviously you have to sort of spend and respend them later on, if that makes sense. So Yeah, he provides basically the information is provided, and as he says, basically he provides a means to contact him and request or provide additional information as either as needed either way. So obviously, if you're planning, once you've got a plan together on how you're going to do it and get them out or how you want to transport them, then obviously that will affect the D point, the delivery location and things like that. Relatively straightforward.
I sold the castle. I've only got a mansion now.
So he gives you the details, and as I say, it's basically one of the sort of the Arasaki towers down on downtown. You all know where they are.
Okay, so do we need to recon? Do we?
Potentially, yeah. Security will potentially be a bit. The only additional slight problem you have is owing to the fact that the head of the corporation's grandson is still missing. There is possibly heightened security checks and concerns going on down there. But
Yes, I'm very urban.
Cause of concern.
I'm an urbaneer.
I'm sure he'll be found soon. The patron says as he gets up and walks away.
Watching me sliding. Look at the way he slides across that floor. Dodgy looking character. Oh, he hit the wall. Gone.
Meantime, Krieg's been oblivious to the whole thing because Ruby's dancing.
Kind of, but
I think Krieg agreed.
So
yeah, I know. Beulah's following him. As you get outside Beulah, he gets into he gets into a completely black vehicle with no identifying marks and tinted windows. As you get outside, all you see is him stepping in and the door closing, revealing a very plush interior. And at that point, it takes off and flies off into the night sky.
Got a hover car? Why haven't we got hover cars? Oh.
Make a notice check.
Because we have a spaceship.
You do have a spaceship, actually, technically. Donahue's got his hands on a spaceship. Doesn't allow me to. But
yeah, look at that.
You critically failed because I'd like to know how you'd seen things from inside.
That's why I critically failed, because I'm trying to look through a wall. I thought I had X-ray vision for a minute. It was only Beulah because he's the only one outside, but that's by the by. The only indication the pickup is that it is. I poked myself in the eye.
It's basically. You notice although the number plate is sort of basically very low visibility. Legally, it has to be some identifiable number plate. So obviously, the barcode tag readers, as it were, because number plates are just barcodes, can be read. But what you do pick up, just as it catches the light, as it hovers off the ground and into the sky, is that it was provided by Premier Limousines. If you, for any reason, want to go follow that route up, that was it was hard. Yeah, it was a rental from Premier Limousines. But anyway,
back to the Roman bar. Well, that's where I'm going anyway.
You want to head back to the Roman bar? Okay.
Aww.
You can stay here, Queeg, if you want. It's all right. I just want some noodles. Didn't finish my last bowl. You don't have to come with us, Queeg. You can go and watch the dancing.
Well, one thing is we have
I get in trouble.
Emergency.
Well, indeed. So it's over to you guys. Obviously, you can reconnoiter the place and get information out and cut other stuff. I'm really obviously what I'm trying to give you is a bit of free reign. We'll roll. I'll cope with whatever interesting plans you come up with. But yeah, basically speaking, is you can the security on that. From what you know about the Tower, Donovan, is the security will be tight. So anything other than sort of being possible delivery, acting as deliveries or something, even then that would be probably of limited use. But that's about the best you're going to get in, and everything possibly will be scanned and stuff. So
I'm just thinking of that Cyberpunk game. You go into a hotel pretending to meet someone, then you go through the air ducts, find the room you need to get to, and then everything goes pear-shaped. But you need a little droid that goes through corridors and finds the room. That's why I just started thinking of that Keanu Reeves Cyberpunk game.
That's kind of. I must admit, I don't recall that. Oh yeah, I do recall the mission, but
when you find when the Arasaki guy kills his dad, yeah, or whatever his name is.
Arasaka, yes.
Arasaka.
Because Arasaki in no way, shape, or form is anything to do with Arasaka.
No, they're two completely unrelated names and different things, of course.
Yes, exactly.
Copyright 2047.
So obviously, yes, you are provided with all sorts of information, floor plans and everything else, which I will probably find and come up with for next time. But
you mean you haven't got this mission already planned out?
He probably has it more planned out than I do. At least we know what we're going to do.
I've got a game tomorrow, and I haven't got enough planned out. But yeah.
Well, I had an idea, and then I had to come up with today's adventure, thanks to the person who didn't turn up after playing a card.
Ah, okay. So the playing the card was good. Then it gives you more time to work on the next bit.
Oh no, I've given you the brief, so that's okay. No, I'm just curious to see if I can find the maps I hope I've got, then I can give you proper security maps which show cameras and everything. But if I can't, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to say that's going to be where we'll leave it today, for just for the sake of I'll get some more plans together and be able to give you some more information. I can pop anything. If you have any questions that you want asked in terms of any questions with regards to ideas of adventure stuff, please feel free to discuss in the Sprawlrunners thing, because that will give me I can try and have as much stuff prepped that you may or may not want for next time. But thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. But it seems a logical point to leave it there, where you've accepted the mission. You're going back to the ramen bar for some grub, and we'll see you all next week. Thank you very much. Unless you're playing on Tuesday, in which case I'll see you Tuesday for some more Savage Pathfinder.
So the Blood Bowl we played in today, the guys that actually participated, we get in advance.
Do you know what? I think that's a very good idea. I think so too. Let's just take Pow Pow out of the. I think so. There you go. All have advances.
Thanks very much. You need to update the advances thing though, because the new one's really good. It's got a planning window and everything.
See you guys next week. Thanks so much.
Yeah, take
care.
Take care.
Thanks, guys.
I will do so. Yes, I've started doing modules now. I've started doing modules in Unity. I'm running a virtual machine just so I can have a version of Fantasy Grounds Unity with nothing loaded in it except what I want in it. That's all right, Faf.
So it boots up quicker, you mean? Yeah.
Well, not only that, but also because it basically means I don't have the vault files interacting and overriding stuff. So I've built it, and what I do is every so often is I'll run the update and then I'll go in and manually delete everything out, so it's only got the modules I want. But I spent the whole morning redoing. Basically, I have now basically redone what I've done at the Pathfinder Bestiary for a complete third time now.
Third time?
I haven't finished it, and I've already rewritten it 3 times now.
That's because they updated the PDF in it.
No, not at all. That was the one I definitely wasn't going to update till they did the final version. And basically what happened is I did the first time I did it.
Stream's over, everybody.
I just had it.
Thank you for watching.
It's a layout. It's been for the first one. The first change was a format layout. So before I just had it as A, but now I've actually got A as the chapter, and then every single monster is actually listed under every entry. So that was the first rewrite. The second rewrite, I can't remember what I changed now. I think I did something and it trashed half the data, so I had to. The third rewrite.